All right, Mr. Hunters, would you introduce yourself, tell us your name and your DOC number, please?
David Hunter, 735979.
All right, Mr. Hunter, my name is Cheryl Renazza. Mr. Roche seated to my left, Mr. Freeman is seated to my right. I'm going to read some identifying information into the record, and then we'll have a parole interview with you. I see we have some guests that have joined us by Zoom. Y'all have the list? Okay, I got it. We have your wife, Miss Worley, and your mother, Miss Stage, both who want to speak on your behalf, and we'll ask them to do so at the appropriate time. Mr. Hunter, you're classified as a first offender. You're currently serving an 8-year sentence for conviction in Orleans Parish in August of 2018, forcible rape and second-degree kidnapping. You received 8 years on each of those, running concurrently. Your parole eligibility is January 26, 2023. You don't earn good time, and full-term date is April 8, 2024. Does all that sound right to you?
Yeah.
Okay, your case has been assigned to Mr. Freeman. Would you answer his questions?
Okay, Mr. Hunter, how old are you?
26.
So you was 18 when this occurred? How old were you?
Roughly around 18, yes, sir.
Okay, how many years have you served for this crime?
A little bit more than 6.
Been more than 6, okay. Tell me a little bit about what happened. I mean, between you and your ex-girlfriend, this casino, what happened?
Yes, sir. I was young and wasn't really sure of myself. We was in a relationship. We were together for 6 years, from youth until we were older. We wound up getting into a heated argument, which led to physical confrontation. And from there, it escalated into a bigger situation. I lost my temper, of course. You know,
Okay, did you force her to have sex with you?
no, sir. It was not. It was. She said it was me checking her, not actually forcing myself on her.
Okay. Were there any drug usage back then in your life?
Yes, sir. A little bit.
Okay, what kind of drugs you did?
Marijuana and prescription medication, pain medication.
Marijuana and what now? What else?
Prescription pain medication.
Okay, how old were when you started doing that?
Very young. I would say 14, 15.
Have you ever received any treatment, any classes for your drug usage?
I haven't been able to receive them here. I wrote the classification and I received a letter back saying that I wasn't eligible for classes. The only class that I was eligible for was Cage of Rage.
Yeah, see, you took that too. What did you learn from Cage of Rage?
I'm actually currently still enrolled in that. I have a couple weeks left, but it's stuff that I should have realized. It's stuff that I knew, but didn't really know how to apply it to myself. It's crazy to say because I tell my mother and my wife, of course, all the time that it was a blessing and a curse for this situation because I was moving so fast that I never really took the time to analyze myself and analyze the things that I was doing, the people that I was pushing away, the people that I was hurting. So it was definitely an eye opener.
Okay. The chief, Michael Woodworth, is opposed. Unopposed is your wife, Elizabeth Worley. The victim is opposed. Does your current wife have 2 children?
Yes, sir.
Would they be living residents with y'all?
Yes, sir.
You know, that's not gonna be allowed. I don't know if you realize that, but that residence plan is not gonna be approved with those young children in the house. You have a good institutional record, 0 write-ups, low needs, low risk, medium custody. You know, we'll have to see about your housing. What kind of work you gonna try to do when you get out? You ever had a job?
Yeah, I did electrical work. I plan on pursuing further deeper into the electrical business.
Have you ever had any sex offender treatment since you've been in jail?
Sir, you kind of broke up there.
You have any sex offender treatment since you've been in jail?
No, sir.
Not offered, huh? I have a recommendation when it comes to my time because I strongly believe he does need some sex offender treatment with supervision.
Warden, is there anything you can add about Mr. Hunter?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Hunter's done well since he's been here. Like Mr. Freeman said earlier, has 0 disciplinary report. He is a member of our Thrive program here. He's currently enrolled in Cage to Rage. He's on the backlog for risk management, thinking for a change and victims impact. And we would like to see him complete all those programs before he leaves the facility.
Thank you, sir. Let's hear from the folks who are here to support. First, we'd like to hear from your wife, Miss Elizabeth.
My name is Elizabeth Worley. David Hunter is my husband and the father of our 2 beautiful kids. David has a very strong support system at home who are willing to help him continue his life as a father, a man, and a productive member of society. He acknowledges his wrongdoings and he is extremely remorseful for his past crimes. He has the biggest heart and kindest soul. I believe if given the chance to come home, he will be the father that I know he can truly be and the provider for our family. His children have done without the father for far too long, and they are both ready for their father to come home and be the dad that they need. I know David has done a lot of wrong in his past life, but I truly believe in my heart and soul that he is no longer the person he once was, and he deserves the chance to come home and live a happy, normal life with his family.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Hear from Miss Carolyn.
I honestly believe that he deserves the chance. Things started with him at a young age. He had a lot of trauma, a lot of things that went on. He acknowledges what he's done. He knows what he's done wrong. He's learned from it, I believe. And he has a right to be able to be here for his children, be here for his family, to live productively. I believe he can come out and live a productive life. I believe he can come out and do the things he needs to do right by his children, by his wife, by his family. And I truly do believe this. David has been through a lot. And I believe being there has helped him. And I just truly believe in my heart, given a chance, he can come home and do the right things, live the right life, be the right person, be somebody that can be stand tall with his head tall, head up, everything. And I do believe this. He's a very smart young man, chose some of the wrong paths. Not saying they're right, dead wrong, but he chose the wrong path. He's paying his dues. He's learned, he's grown. And I just believe that he should be given that chance. He has children. that need their father. They
Yes,
need their
ma'am. Thank
father.
you, Ms. Carroll. We appreciate your
Ma'am,
input. We appreciate hearing from you this morning. Mr. Hunter, is there something you'd like to say to us before we vote?
Just want to say thank y'all for your time today, and like, if given a chance, I would like to prove the people who doubt me wrong and the people who support me right. And I just want to thank y'all, and
All right, thank you, sir. I think we're prepared to vote, and Mr. Freeman will be voting first.
Okay, Mr. Hunter, our vote today is a little different than normal cases. First off, I think you need sex offender treatment. And you're not gonna get it while you're in prison because you don't have time left to get it. And you can get it on the streets. So there are sex offender classes. Your contract's gonna require you to go to these classes. And I want you under supervision for a little while. It's not gonna be long. I think your full-term date was, what was it, Ms. Renata?
April of 24.
It's April of 24, so you got about a year left under supervision. So my vote today is to grant. Then the conditions are that you do all of the rules under the sex offender contract. I want electronic monitoring from 9 to 6. No contact with victim whatsoever. You know, she's opposed to you getting out, and if I find out you contacting her or y'all seeing each other or anything, you will be revoked. I can promise you that. So no contact with the victim, and that's my vote today.
Mr. Roche?
Mr. Hunter, based on express opposition from law enforcement, opposition from the victim, a lack of rehabilitative programs, no sex offender treatment, and the proximity of a good time date, I'm going to deny your request.
All right, Mr. Hunter. I too would like to see sex offender treatment. Can't get it where you're at, so my would be like Mr. Freeman's that you be allowed to get the sex offender treatment on the street. That you have electronic monitoring from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and no contact with the victim. However, in your case, because of the nature of your crime, it requires a unanimous vote. So you received 2 favorable votes, 1 vote that was to deny. So today, sorry, Mr. Hunter, your parole's been denied. Good luck to you, sir.